Hi, this is Maginoni, and welcome to another edition of The Good, the Bad, Disappointing. First up is obviously the good, and that is Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. Now, Inferno was close, but I really enjoyed Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. This was great. Slot's writing was just really entertaining. We got a little piece of what the life, Peter's life with his family was like earlier with his daughter exhibiting the spider powers, and then they go through the rescue. But what really made this book special for me was the at the very end where Peter's been captured. They have to go save Peter, but yet they're attacked by the Sinister Six, and his daughter just goes ape crap on the various villains, and that was just awesome. It's like one of those things where like, what do you do? You're Shocker. Do you shock the young girl, and then feel like crap afterwards, or do you just take getting clawed to the face, And also, this two-page spread was awesome too. The with Mysterio just getting blasted in the head, that was great. Overall, I really enjoyed this issue. I kind of wish that at the rate this is going, that this storyline would just continue. But let me rephrase that. I don't want to see the world without superheroes. I want this family in with the Marvel Universe, because I think that the daughter is she's got the makings of a really good character, and I just wish we could see more of her. Now for the bad. And that's God and Monsters. I don't know what happened here, because I really was enjoying God and Monsters. But as I was reading this, I really started to just get bored. And it's like, the sad thing is I'm reading this thing and I know that there's going to be a huge fight coming. And I just stopped caring along the way. Also, what was really bad is the art. The art was really starting to get to me. At times it looked really sloppy. Kind of like either the person really doesn't know anatomy or they were too rushed to care. Some of the panels with the word balloons are just really busy. It just to me, at least, it looks like it just became a really bad put together book. On top of that, you have the storyline where it was just cliche after cliche. Oh, here's this rich guy who's giving people powers. Oh, there couldn't be anything wrong with him, could there? Oh, look at that. He's got a secret. Oh, he's got two secrets. And oh, look at that. These people are the Forever People. There's a secret behind them. And it's just like, oh, geez, I wonder if the Forever People are going to fight the Justice League. Oh, what a surprise. I would never have thought any of that stuff was going to happen. And see, it's... I guess on one level I can say, well, I'm being too critical, because what about there's the new reader? Like the guy who just watched the DVD, loved the DVD, and said, you know what, I want to read this comic book. That was great. Never read a comic book before. Maybe that person is going to fall in love with this. But, I mean, anybody who's read comic books for at least a year or two, it's just paint-by-number storytelling. Nothing is surprising. Nothing is... it's just lifeless, I guess is the best way to describe it. And it's just sad. It really is sad when I get to that point in describing a book, because to me, once it becomes lifeless, it's just kind of like, I don't care jack crap about any of these characters. And what's eventually going to happen. You're going to see others. Oh, here comes Aquaman. Oh, here comes Martian Manhunter, and it's like, ugh. And it's just, they're just going to be soulless. The disappointing. This surprised me. This is Age of Ultron versus Marvel Zombies. I was really enjoying this book. I thought that, Robinson was doing a great job in terms of the writing. The art was just fantastic. Ultron's got a fiendish plan where he's going to combine robotics with the undead, making them a much more powerful person or entity. And it's kind of like, well, what do you mean? What are you going to do? And then Ultron's like, come here, Sabretooth, and we'll show you. And then what happens? Love story. More love stories. More love story. Oh, look at that. More love story. Even though it's a little rejected love because it's Hank and Jan. Oh, jeez. More love story. It was sickening, you know. And then it gets to, at the very end, what happens. And I'm just like, I was done with it. I literally was done. It was like, okay, fine. You want to show some relationships along the way? Fine. You want to have this peaceful environment? That's fine. But do you have to write it so it's, okay, 2 pages for this couple, 2 pages for that couple? Who the hell is writing this shit? You know what I mean? It's like, fuck, you know, are you that uncreative that you can't come up with a concept other than, well, we have to pace everything out, you know, some pages for Ultron and, you know, Magneto, because that's their love fest. And, you know, since they had a bunch of pages, we're going to have love with the Vision and the old woman, and love with, you know, the Human Torch and the Asian girl, because, you know, everybody's got that Asian fetish thing, and somebody's got to take advantage of it while it's there. Then we got to have the other love interest that just went south. I mean, like, fuck, you know? It's like reading the goddamn same story over and over again. It's like Groundhog Day in a freaking one-issue comic book. Holy shit, man. This is a freaking rat turd. And then you see another, and then the rat turds again. And you go, shit, rat, you just turned it shit, you turned it again. That's what it was like. Fuck. It's like, oh, this stuff shit just pisses me off. It's kind of like you can tell they don't have an idea, but they had to put the shit in here so this way they can fill the issue to get to where they want to go to. How about this? You didn't have enough material for issue 4 or 5. Make it less. Don't make it that long if that's the case. Fucking worthless. Excuse the language, but holy man. You know, it just gets so frustrating. You know, it's like, it'd be one thing if these books were like $1.25 or something like that. But this is like $4. You know, it's like, please, you know, sometimes I just don't know why I bother with this nonsense. Oh, man. Anyways, that's the good, the bad, the disappointing. Let me know what you guys think. What were your good, your bad, your disappointing was? Do you agree with me? Do you think that a book called Marvel Zombies versus Age of Ultron deserves to have love fests? You know? Let me know. Like, share. We'll have some more stuff later. So until next time.